see a squad from the ACC, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Canes will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So North Carolina's offense comes onto the field first today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Gonna swing it on second down. Finds a tight end. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold defense.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. To the air on first down. Bringing the heat. Escapes the sack. Fires to the wideout. Finds his man. It's Lawrence. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. And the Tar Heels will have it 1st and 10. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. He's got an open man. Touchdown, UNC! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Hurricane offense will get its first crack at it now. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time out.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean, you could tell he knew exactly where his guy was, putting up the multiple touchdowns. Like, it was a thing of beauty. Now, defensively, I also know that. And I know he's looking that way. So look forward to seeing the chess match with the defense and maybe ways they can take him away.
The Hurricanes are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They want to run this quarterback. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. Now we'll hang on here. The coach is calling timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Pushes ahead for a couple, they'll mark it at the 33. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to throw, it's Pride. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Both these teams just outside the top 25 and really needing to win a game like this to vault their way into the rankings.
And it's just amazing winning a game like this, what it can do for your program.
Turning it on! get it down to the 27.
But not every explosive play in the passing game needs to be a 70-yard bomb down the field. If you find your running back in the progression, you just get it to him quickly. He's one of the most dangerous guys on the field with the ball.
Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Miami! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. From the gun, the running back has it. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
They'll give it to the back. Slithers into space. Made a defender miss. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Under fire. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to throw deep right side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Tar Heels will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Zings it complete to the right. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Oh, just keeps moving. Good pick up there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Fry. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. Moving away from pressure. Unleashes one. It's caught downfield. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he'll be shoved out of bounds right at the 40-yard line.
And in back-to-back plays, you understand full well why the DC talking to us this week was like, this guy's a handful. Like, he shows the ability to throw the ball, make a big play through the air. Then you're covering the throw game well. What happens? He pulls it down, makes the run. He's showing you a little bit of everything.
So the offense accepts the penalty, and they'll get a little farther away from their own end zone. And the defense tried to cheat a little space and get in that neutral zone, but it's still 1st and goal. Slams ahead. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And how about the defense on that play, man? Playing aggressive, fast, downhill, 1st and goal, expecting run. Great job fitting the run. Great job getting the running back on the ground.
quarterback keeps it. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricane!
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And he makes the extra point.
Miami 14, North Carolina 7.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Unloads quickly. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They wanted to get the ball to the tight end, and they've already done it 5 times, and we're not even to the half.
I'm about to say mission accomplished. Yeah, that's what they want to do. Take advantage of the matchup, right? Zone or man, I like my big fella. I like using the tight end all I can. Great job working.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They feed him again. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
The Canes have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
A nice job by the defense with the edges. They try the touch pass on first and goal. Nice job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the good tackle, forcing second down and goal.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Canes!
And this offense continues to have some success. And I'll tell you what, when it gets down to it and you need a play, they're starting to find this playmaker. You can tell the QB looks for him. That's 3 TDs now in 4 games, and I think they'll keep feeding the big fella.
Miami 21, North Carolina 7.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up.
He's got it on the outside. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. Leaves it with the running back. Hard running there. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Illegal block is back. Offense.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. On first down, here comes this offense. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Lawrence. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Second down, they'll go to the air. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. The give from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Trying play action. He hurls one deep down the left side. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Miami! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Off the play fake on first down. To throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Okada. Ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Touchdown, Hurricane. And they turn it into a defensive score.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give out of the gun. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. And the Tar Heels in the hurry-up. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Makes the catch. It's Okada. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Tar Heels. Off play action on first down. Grab near the sticks. It's Camarda. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. And the Hurricanes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it can be hard to stop.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offside, defense.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
Gets it to him on the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the fourth quarter, they're going to be gassed.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Now the play fake. Oh, they're after him. On the run, fires downfield. Complete on the comeback. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Setting up the screen. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Canes! A great catch and run for 6.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
Miami, 42. North Carolina, 14.
He'll return it. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Tar Heels will line up to kick off and start the second half.
North Carolina, 14.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to throw. It's Pride. Got it in the middle. It's Camarda. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eye.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And the Canes will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quarterback adapting. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
The Hurricanes pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, North Carolina! Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really...
Fires one high and deep. He's got it inside the 30. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. What a dynamic play on that last one. Flips the field, and they've got it 1st and 10 from the 28. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He's going to run it. He gets right to the edge of the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 20.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
They move to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Pride. Uncorks it. On target over the middle. Touchdown, Miami! Made the grab and then did. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Out of the gun, the running back has it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Tar Heels now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Looking to fire. Quick strike complete. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a 1st down at the 38.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball.
Breaks into the open. He has the 1st and still on his feet. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. The Tar Heels just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got his man quickly. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Wants to go up top. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as he gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's cut. And the Tar Heels will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Dropping back, it's Pride. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
Well, the good news is after that 2nd pick of the 3rd quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that if this guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the 1st period of the 2nd half.
Man, it's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead in the 2nd.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
To the air on 2nd down. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Yeah, and I like teams that are aggressive. When offenses go empty and spread you out, you only got so many guys to protect your quarterback, and the linebacker comes through and hammers the quarterback and gets the sack.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. You just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
Dead center perfect. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Interesting showdown in the MAC today, men. Take a look at how things are playing out. UConn is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Huskies have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to the Red Hawks of Miami. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Dropping back, it's Pride. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. And the Canes line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory, but instead he'll set the offense up with great field position. He'll start this drive firing. Gets it to the back. And they'll move the chains with the first down, but that might be it for the 3rd quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Defense looks like they're coming. Looking to throw on first down. On target to the left. Touchdown, UNC! And this ain't no high school football. To the air on first down. Steps away. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the ground with the back. There he goes. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Finds us back in the middle. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Canes are moving quickly down the field. Hand off from the shotgun. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. And the Hurricanes back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside. Defense.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. Give to the back. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. And the Canes trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Trying to pound it in. Touchdown, Hurricane! And the beatdown has ensued. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. D showing blitz. They might be bluffing. Leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the 4th quarter.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the 1st down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide in these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
Fires to the tight end. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. That brings us to 3rd and goal from the 6 after they went backwards on the last one. Looking downfield, it's Pride. Lets it fly. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. This is an absolute blowout.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the catch. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Now on 2nd down, they go to the ground. Fights off a defender. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
And these are these moments as a defense, like, you're just trying to get out of the game. We're rotating, we're subbing, like, we've stopped them all game long. Like, they can run the football right here. The biggest thing is the clock ticking, us getting out of here with the dub, and really, everybody staying healthy.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The Tar Heels will punt this one away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw. It's Pride. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Throws to the wideout. It's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Makes the catch. Converts on 4th down. He's still on his feet. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long, or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, and knocked it right down the middle.
Carolina, 31.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going right to work up top. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. And the Tar Heels can really attack on this 2nd and short. Tight end finds a soft spot. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. 1st down here for the offense. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. He'll take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.